Hey guys, this is Edwin again from Syndr AI. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Reddit to maximize the number of leads you get, and take your business to the first page of Google, and all these really great things that you probably want from Reddit. This is it. This is the Reddit strategy video. So let's just jump right into it. So first of all, for those who don't know, Reddit is being cited in a lot of LLMs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, but it's also ranking at the top of Google for a lot of these keywords. So here's a really clear example. Plumber Chicago, right? You have ads, you have the Google My Business, and then you have Reddit. Reddit is outranking literally everything else. So if you click here, you'll see, okay, this is a post and there's comments on here. And guess what happens? Well, people are gonna, if I need a plumber in Chicago, I'm gonna go here. I'm then gonna see, oh, I'm forever a customer of J. Bolton Plumbing. Well, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna copy this, and then I'm gonna go to the search bar and then look at them, and then call them up and probably give them my business. So huge amount of traffic on here. Very good for local SEO, local businesses, because that's a brand name search you just did. Very good for that, and also really great for even some other transactional keywords. If I'm looking for, say, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head that I've seen recently. Best hype. Okay, this one's going to best tires for Subaru Outback. Long tail keyword, pretty specific, but then boom, there it is, tire recommendation. So if you do online auto ecom, this is literally outranking SubaruOutback.org. It's outranking the AI overview. So there's a lot of really good things to see about this. Now, one of the things that I'm not sure if you may have realized, this is an archive post. So again, if you want to comment and be a top dog on Plumber Chicago, you can't, because you can't comment on an archive post. So you would have to go back in time 5 years ago and drop a comment on this. However, what you can do, and what Syndr helps you do, is find these posts as they come up. So when someone posts about this, say today or tomorrow, the next day, we will be able to flag that for you. So then you're able to drop a comment on it and essentially plant your seeds of comments all over Reddit as they come up. And over time, as Google's algorithm changes and posts are ranked and re-ranked, it'll have a good shot of ranking for some of these keywords. It may not rank for Plumber Chicago, but it may rank for water heater repair Chicago and some of these longer tail keywords. We've definitely seen that happen with some of our client accounts. And it's pretty cool to see the compounding effect over time. So the main way to do this is to basically, set up monitoring for Reddit and Syndr. That's the first prerequisite. The second part is choosing the correct subreddits where your ICP hangs out using this tool. And we have a separate video for that in a different section. But once you set up all the subreddits and you're actually getting leads, how do we go about it? So there's a few different ways to go about it, and they really differ on the types of objectives you have. So the first one that's most people tend to do is they'll comment under a personal account or like a burner account or whatever. So in this case, this person is commenting saying, I'm forever a customer of J. Bolton Plumbing, right? But this isn't J. Bolton Plumbing. This is Juniper whatever. It's just a random person. This is like perfectly fine. This is, as you can see, this is obviously working. Or this person says, yeah, check out Moody Plumbing. Who knows who this is? This is a very simple one. You can create a Reddit account. The main thing you have to keep in mind when you're doing this is to make sure you are not only promoting this account or only promoting J. Bolton Plumbing. So if you're not too familiar with Reddit, one thing that you'll realize is that if you click on this user's profile, you see how this is like an actual person in that, okay, they're commenting some other stuff, right? A mistake people fall into is they will comment only J. Bolton Plumbing or whatever they're promoting. It's like, oh yeah, I love J. Bolton Plumbing. Then the next plumbing post comes along, like, oh yeah, make sure to check out J. Bolton Plumbing, or the next one comes up, and they keep doing that, and that will eventually burn your account over time as people then look at your account and realize, oh, they're only promoting J. Blanton Plumbing. So that's just one thing you want to watch out for. Make sure you act natural on the account, but are still able to promote whatever you want to promote. The second way people do things is instead of commenting from a random account, what they'll do is they will, where is it? I had it here. So this one, it's a small business invoicing service platform. I'm starting a business. They're looking for recommendations basically. In this case, oh no, it's this one. Yeah. So this one, they're looking for a payment point of sale system recommendation, whatever. And you can see here we have Synapse Payments. So this is obviously a branded account, right? This is not a random person. This is like a random brand that says, I can't really speak to specific features, but I was just looking at order counter, no affiliation with them, and whatever. So here they're not even mentioning their name. They're not mentioning, oh, you should check us out or whatever. They're just giving advice. And this is also really powerful because it's essentially a soft call to action already. Like they see your username and you're not promoting Synapse Payments here at all. You're actually promoting something else. But it builds goodwill for future people who will then go click here, click on Synapse Payments, and then they'll check out their post history or their comments, and potentially Google Synapse Payments and go there. So here you can see their posts and their business comments. Highly recommend this. Here's a demo. I always recommend blank. Take a look at blank. Exactly this, right? It seems like they're pretty knowledgeable in payments. So in this case, this is a little bit more legwork in that people are probably going to end up starting chats with you and saying, hey, you seem pretty knowledgeable, Synapse Payments. Like, what do you guys do here? Can you help me? And then they probably get leads that way. So there's no bad way to go about it. The one thing I will mention is that generally we don't want to comment links. So here, or where is it? So here, there are some people who may end up commenting a link or two, but if you want to do this at scale, commenting links will get your account burned pretty quickly. So you can also see that the top comments don't have any links on them. It's just brand name, and then people will then copy, paste that brand name, and then search them up. So you want to have a pretty soft CTA, because if you don't, people are then going to suspect, oh, they're just promoting, or they're just blatantly promoting stuff on here. So yeah, I really like the soft CTA, or like Moody Plumbing. He went against his economic interest. Like, this is a stellar review here, right? That people are then going to be pre-sold when they reach out to Moody's Plumbing. In the case of where these people are just doing a brand, they end up becoming like a domain expert in, I guess, payments, and people will reach out to them already knowing that. So that really helps them, when leads start chats with them and whatnot. So yeah, that's the main thing. The other mindset shift here is that even if whoever, this person deleted their account, even if that person doesn't book with J Blanton Plumbing or Moody Plumbing, these posts can and will rank on Google search, so that all the traffic that Google, and I guess in this case Reddit, ends up getting, they'll see these comments, and they'll basically be sold, because people who land on these are already looking for plumbing or payment services in this case. The last thing I'll leave here, and it really depends on how you want to make this work, but if you notice, Reddit sorts comments by best. So the best comments are at the top. Well, how does Reddit know what's the best comment? Just looking here, they have their own ranking system, and it seems to be tied pretty closely with the number of upvotes. So this has 13 upvotes. This has 7, 4, 3, 5 upvotes, and I've noticed the number of comments. So in this case, this has the most upvotes. This also has a lot of replies, basically. This one is just detailed, has a lot of not comments, upvotes. This has comments. There's some comments, but not as many upvotes. So basically what I'm trying to say is that if you can craft comments that will get a decent number of upvotes, or comments on your comment, like replies on your comments, your comment has a higher chance of ranking within the thread. And one smart way I've seen people do that is essentially by baiting the person who posted the post. So in this case, um, if they're saying, I'm looking for a decent plumber on the north side, I have XYZ thing, looking as a device as well, you might be able to bait them and say, hey, I mean, they give really specifics here, but say, hey, like, what's the exact model number? I think I know someone who specializes in these. And if they let's say the person who posted this then comments their original model number, then you can reply to their comment. So it ends up becoming like this little chain that will add these comment replies to it. I hope that makes sense, but essentially, like, that's a more advanced tactic, getting people and baiting them into replying to your own comment, is something that is a little bit more advanced, but can definitely be very effective in helping rank your comment amongst the other ones that end up coming up. And as you can see here, if you just comment a bare link, or even this one, right, these don't get upvotes, right? And they're not ranking very high. So again, avoid links. Try to act like a person if you're going this route. And yeah, that's pretty much the main thing. Like, you're planting these little seedlings all over the internet, all over Reddit, that will eventually rank for these longer tail keywords, and hopefully one day will rank for like the main keyword, like plumber Chicago. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.